Say hello everybody, welcome to another art video. In this video I'm going to be doing some sketches for characters which I was supposed to do in the last video, but I didn't do them in the last video, of actual character designs for some characters from one of my new cartoons I'm making. Anyway, I'm going to start off with some scribbles, okay, so let's go with my brush here which I'm using. If anybody wants to know the exact brush, well, I don't know if you have it, if you have Krita or not, but it's called Ink 8 Sumi E. You can see that here, Ink 8 Sumi E, whatever that means, I don't know what that means. There's another one here called Ink 7 Brush Rough, but it's not as good. I find Ink 8 Sumi E is the best one. Another one I like to use is this here, this charcoal pencil medium. And this is my little mini collection I've got here of my own collection of brushes. I've got an airbrush soft, then I've got, okay, let me show you, airbrush soft, then I've got this one which is a basic one, big, small, whatever that means, so a basic pen. And then I've got these two paint type brushes, the ones I just showed you, and then the charcoal pencil medium. Watercolor texture, this is one of the watercolor textures here, which chose a texture. This is a blend brush, blender basic, they're very useful sometimes. And then I've got these two which are like big textured paint splodges. There's two different ones I've got here. This is a very small little one currently, okay, so I'll show you what they do just really quickly if you like while you're here, just really quickly. One is like this, okay, that's this one, I like this, gives some good textures, okay, if you're doing paintings and things, you know, so that's that one. The other one is like this, just like this kind of thing, so it gives splats and stuff. It's quite useful. You can make that for a background, like you look into that and see certain shapes and stuff, you know. The other one is, as I say, a blend type one, so I'll have two different colours. Let's say, let's just have some colours first on there, two different colours, you know, and then I'll just, you know, go in with a blend and it will just blend them together basically like that. See, like it blends them in nicely. It's not a nice colour, but I mean, you know, it blends things in, you know, so you can do that. Okay, so if you want to do painting and stuff, you can do that. This is a very good one, this one. It's a watercolour texture. Oh, I think I just showed you that, didn't I, a moment ago actually, yeah. So let me just show you another one, hold on. This one here, and this one here, this is one here, this texture we've got here. And this is a good one because it looks like you might want to use it on a wall or something. It looks like concrete, and sometimes I will do this, I will select the whole thing and I'll change the angle, and look, now it looks like the ground, right? It looks like a ground kind of texture. Now you may not use the exact same ones that I'm using here, but you could find some similar ones, you know. So let me just say if I quickly make a duplicate of this quickly and then just merge that down for a second and make another like wall or something. I'll show you just really quickly. I could do this here like a wall, you see, and I could basically, if I wanted to, I could, let me have a look, I could you know, just do a well, I need to make a copy of that as well, really. No, I think what I'll do is I'll just get rid of that. I'll just make a copy of this just for quickness. Just make a blue sky or something. I'm just going to show you just really quickly. A blue sky with a normal brush, massive size. Just cover everything up blue. Okay, and then I'm going to go to put this below. Well, I'm still wrong actually. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a shape. That's the best way to do it, I think. You just make a big shape here, Okay, colour that in some kind of colour. Let's just make like a, with a brush, with a brush selected, do this, and then what I would do is I would choose my colour that I had before and then do this on top of it, see, and you could make like a wall or something. I'm thinking like, you know, something like that, put some different shapes like that, and it's not perfect, but you see what I mean. Deselect for a second. Well, what I was gonna say, like, do that on another layer actually. So like, add another layer, but still keep that selected. You see. So if I just cover that in, see here, you see, then you'll see. Hold on. So then you can just do that. Okay. Put some marks and stuff in it. Put some different, like that. Let's say, for example, just for example, this is only for example, okay. And then what I could do is just deselect that, and now if I choose the selection tool, I can move this. You see, so it's like making it like almost like 3D. You see, if I go make some copies of the layers first, and just move them as I want to move them. Motherfucker. No. See? And you can, it's a quick way you can make some like walls or something. I could put some trees here. And you can paint on top of this, don't forget, as well, you know. So if I wanted to, I could do that. Make another wall here. I'll put this below that, you see. And I'll just move it across a little bit, you know. Maybe just here, maybe I just shrink it a little bit, and then let's just have it like this. Okay, let's show you. We just have two, I think. I'll just delete the other one. And what I can do is I can make that a bit faint if I wish to, like that, further away. I can go with an eraser. I'll show you. I can choose a pen, like a pen. And I can start to erase certain things like this. Look, I'll show you. See, like erase some shape of it, like that. See, like this. See, like make some shape, like change it a little bit like that. See, I could go here now and make like some rough door or something. See, like, you see, and just do that. You see that there. Some rough, really rough doorway, even a window if I wanted to. What I could do is I could go below that and start to choose some colours and just maybe make a bit of like a 3D type shadow or something. If I want to show like it is actually 3D, you know what I mean? Like I could do something there to show. I mean, this is not the best angle, but I'm just saying I could do something here inside, you see, like that or something, just to show it's 3D, sort of, you know. And not a flat piece of paper, you know. I'm gonna leave this. What did I do? Hang on. I can just merge that down. I'm gonna make this a bit brighter. Speak funny, don't I, sometimes? Alright, mate. And what I'm going to show you now is like if I go on another layer here, I can even, I mean, I could blend them, but it's not the best way to do it. I could blend this like a bit here. If this was one layer, even like this, see, blend it. See that? See, like do a little blend, like a soft, like some kind of blend. You see, so it like blends up nicely. See, because it wouldn't be so perfectly straight, would it? In real life, it wouldn't be like that. See, so I do a bit of this. See, kind of paint it a bit in. See, anything like that, and you can do that, and that helps. See, but what I was going to say was you could do some like, you know, some grass and stuff like that. You could do some grass. Let me just show you. If I quickly just erase some of this area using the airbrush in an eraser mode. Just to erase, someone can show you the blue behind it. Ooh, careful. Just show you the sky there in the back. Have that. It's a little bit too bright, I think, though. I'll have it like that, see? And I can go. I'm not doing a real picture, I'm just showing you this just quickly. So I'm going on top now. I can choose like another brush. I'll just choose this one really quickly. Very darkish green with opacity, a certain level of opacity. So put some little weeds or something here. You could do that if you wanted to. Even some like hanging on here, like even hanging down some. You know, sometimes you see those vines. It's not very good. I'm just giving you an example. So just do something like that, maybe. You can do that, or again go crazy and just put some areas. Maybe I don't know. I'm just playing around, seeing what I can do. Put some area like that. See, put some grass. Yeah, maybe it's like a pathway. See, and we've got some grassy areas here, something like that. You see, it's not perfect, but you know, you get the idea. Do some, paint the basic thing in first. Even like that, it's okay. It's okay. Just put some little shapes. I don't know. Just trying to do something here. Remember, the light shows the dark and the dark shows the light, so you need to have some light areas and some dark areas, right? Usually they say that, right? But you know what I mean, you can do that. You see, I've got some really dark stuff going on now, see, like even like this. Could put like a big tree or something in there to just, you know, just distract the situation a bit, change the colour a little bit, see. We'll put that in there, you know. See, and just make all kinds of stuff, you know. Yeah. So it's funny because sometimes you'll be doing a picture like this and you don't want to stop and it becomes a real thing. But I'm not going to make this a real thing. Okay, I'm just doing a bit of having some fun here. That's all I'm doing. Okay. It's not a real one. It's not a real one, it's a painting. Just putting some marks in, the more details you've got and stuff. Could do some different things up there on the wall. People don't know what that is. It just like looks like something, you know. Looks like shit. Okay, so that's like that. You know. It's a little bit too dark, I think. So what I would do is I'll make it a little bit lighter, like this kind of thing, that's softer and a little bit lighter, sort of thing. You have a little scene like that, you know. You have a little scene like that. And what you could do, as I say, what you could do is if I just go on top on this layer here. Is I could choose I'll choose a yellow or something for like some sun, and I'll do it really soft, like a soft, like hard light. I'll go for hard light. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe that's wrong. Go for a white, maybe. I don't know, I'm just saying that you could make it like, do something like that. I don't know. Just like try and soften things up. I don't know. I'm just experimenting, really. It's not perfect. Playing around, yeah. If I quickly flatten the image and go to play around with these adjustments, you might come up with some effects. See, something like that now. See, you can do certain things. You can change the colour, you can bring the colour down if you wanted to. You could put someone there, make someone stand in there, maybe. Someone, put a little shadow, a little like shadow of someone, not a shadow, but like a little shape, silhouette. I mean, you know. Someone standing there, you don't know who it is. You don't know who the fuck it is. You don't really give a shit who it is, bro. Excuse my language, but you just don't give two tosses, you know. I'm gonna work it until it starts to look like something. And that's basically what we got right there, someone in a suit. We don't know who it is. You know, what you could do as well, is merge that down, flatten image, make a duplicate, and maybe make some shadows. I'm just playing around with it. That's all I'm doing, playing with this. But like, make, you know, a shadow like that, and then maybe erase. Let's see. Okay, so I do a shadow on this side. Let's imagine. All this is going to be in the dark, right? So, oh no, that's not going to be in the dark. That's going to be in the dark. Meaning all that's going to be in the dark. It's not really too good, I know, but you know, you get the idea, right? Shadow. I remember the shadow should be over here, right? Something like that. Something like, I don't know, I'm just playing around with it, just trying different things. Some ugly mess, really. Supposed to be drawing these characters, what we should be doing. I always change the plan, don't I? We're supposed to be drawing these characters, what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, that's all in the dark now. All that's in the dark now. That's in the dark as well. Have it like that. Screw it, doesn't matter. Put this over here maybe. The tree's going to be in the dark as well, that part of the tree. The sky's in the dark. And we don't know what this place is. Absolutely crazy. Give it a blur and really mess it up. Something chronic. What a strange picture. No, I'll leave it like that. What a strange picture. It's a bad dream, innit? What is this place? Yeah, good fun. Change the colours if you want to. I'm going to get rid of that now. I'm going to start again. I think let's go back into our file. So I think what I'll do is I'll stop this one there and I'll see you in the next one, because that's just a rough painting. Absolute shit. But thanks for watching.